Greetings and welcome into day 4 of our Halloween countdown here, where we're looking at the Ghost Hosts films. That's movies that feature real life horror hosts, movies and TV shows that feature real life horror hosts within them. Yesterday we looked at The Legend of Blood Mountain with horror host Bestoink Dooley, one of the more unusual names for hosts for sure. He was out of Atlanta, Georgia. Check out yesterday's video, link in the description down below if you haven't seen that one. And pick today's film here to entry to see what we're going to look at. And as always, we're doing this at random just to keep the order fun for myself. I do 31 listings and then throw them in and pick them at random just to keep the order fun for myself. And tonight's movie, all right, this is an outlier. This is the one film from the 31 in here that does not have an actual horror host in it. I cheated and threw in a curveball, but the reason why is because it is probably the greatest horror host movie of all time, and that is Fright Night. Teenage horror movie fan Charlie Brewster, played by William Ragsdale, discovers his next-door neighbor Jerry Dandridge, played by Chris Sarandon, is a real-life vampire. He turns to his hero for help, TV horror movie host Peter Vincent, played by Roddy McDowall, host of Fright Night. At first, no one believes Charlie's wild story, but eventually Peter comes to realize he's telling the truth when he notices that Jerry casts no reflection in a mirror. Jerry notices the startling likeness between Charlie's girlfriend Amy, played by Amanda Bierce, and his own long-lost love. He kidnaps her, intent on turning her into a member of the undead. Charlie and Peter must summon their courage and confront the vampire in his own lair to save Amy. This 1985 horror comedy was written and directed by Tom Holland. It's one of the best modern vampire movies, and I absolutely adore the fact that it's got a horror host central to the theme of the film. It has a fantastic 80s soundtrack full of pop and rock music that is one of my favorite musical soundtracks. This 1985 film was followed by a sequel, Fright Night 2, in 1988, this time directed by Tommy Lee Wallace. That one features a new batch of vampires and a werewolf thrown in for good measure, led by Jerry Dandridge's sister, who has come to town seeking revenge on Charlie for destroying her brother. Once again, TV horror host Peter Vincent assists Charlie in dispatching the threat. Peter Vincent, vampire hunter, played by the great Roddy McDowall, is one of the greatest on-screen TV horror hosts of all time. Tom Holland originally wrote the part for Vincent Price, which certainly would have been interesting. But Roddy McDowall is terrific and plays a huge part in the success of this film, which has gone on to become a cult classic. Alright, Fright Night. So again, this is the one entry, the only entry in here that didn't have a real life horror host in it. And I, again, added it in there because I adore this movie so much. I think it's such a great horror host character and role. It is central to the entire plot of the movie. He's not just a throwaway character, and I just had to throw it in here and add it in. And I'm going to give Fright Night from this countdown, I'm going to give it actually 5 skulls. So this is the first 5 skull entry in our film. I think it's a perfect film. I can't imagine anything in this movie that could be done any better than the way it's done. And that's the way I rank my movies. So I don't judge them versus each other. I judge them by themselves. I look at the music, the acting, the production, the storyline, everything all combined, and rank how well it achieves what it set out to do. And to me, this one hit all the marks perfectly. So 5 skulls for Fright Night. Do you guys agree? What do you think about this entry in today's countdown? It's a little bit of a cheat, but I think you'll understand why. All right, guys, join me back here tomorrow night. We'll keep this countdown going. Click subscribe if you haven't, so you'll keep up with and don't miss out on any of these entries. See you back here tomorrow night, Fright fans. Stay mad.
back once more with you as host of Fright Night.